The old car groans under the weight of a family's life. I see it from my balcony, a scene I have witnessed more times than I care to remember. A mattress is tied to the roof, plastic bags stuffed into every corner. A young girl stares out the back window, her eyes weary beyond her years. This road north from Beirut has become a river of fleeing families. They leave behind the familiar, heading toward the unknown. My father fled these streets. I did too. Now it's my grandchildren's turn. The reasons change, but the outcome is always the same: fear, uncertainty, and loss. The city's usual sounds are gone, replaced by the distant thud of airstrikes. We measure danger by the tremors in our window panes. The families below aren't running from a single event. They're escaping the certainty that this is only the beginning. I watch until the last car disappears, the street eerily quiet. A child's shoe, a fallen loaf of bread, small objects, heavy with loss. The silence that follows is heavier than any noise. It's filled with the unspoken questions of those left behind. To understand why bombs fall again in 2025, look beyond Lebanon's borders. Lebanon is a small boat tossed by storms between Israel and Iran. This new war began not with our own disputes, but as a stage for a larger confrontation. Hezbollah, acting as Iran's proxy, launched rockets into Israel. For them, it was strategy. For us, it was a trigger pointed at our own heads. Israeli warplanes struck back, targeting areas where Hezbollah is embedded. We are caught between powerful forces: Hezbollah, fueled by Iran, and Israel's military might. The prices paid by ordinary Lebanese: destroyed homes, collapsed economy, families uprooted. We are collateral damage in a war not truly our own. The rockets were a declaration of loyalty to a foreign power. The bombs are the inevitable reply, and we, the people, are left to ask, why must our home always be their battlefield? This storm didn't come from nowhere. It followed a fragile, deceptive calm. Just 15 months ago, a major war left Hezbollah wounded and Lebanon exhausted. A ceasefire was brokered, but it was only a pause, not peace. Israel kept up targeted strikes. Hezbollah rebuilt with Iran's help. For us, the hum of drones became the soundtrack of a peace that could shatter at any moment. Both sides used the lull to prepare for the next round. The ceasefire was a strategic opportunity, not a gift to the people. When Hezbollah fired rockets in early 2025, the illusion of peace collapsed instantly. The foundation was always cracked. Without addressing the root cause, a heavily armed group acting for a foreign power, any peace here is temporary. It's just a breath between wars. And so the cycle continues. To understand Hezbollah, look east to Iran. Born in the 1980s, trained and funded by Iran's Revolutionary Guards, Hezbollah's loyalty lies with Tehran, not Lebanon. It is Iran's most powerful extension, making Lebanon a pawn in a regional chess game. Our sovereignty is compromised. Decisions for war are made far from Beirut. Lebanon becomes a buffer zone, a forward base for Iran's confrontations with Israel and the US. Hezbollah's reach extends beyond Lebanon, into Syria, Yemen, Iraq, solidifying Iran's influence. For us it means being tethered to every conflict Iran touches. Our foreign policy and security are hostage to regional tensions. The price, our nation's fate, decided elsewhere. The unseen hand of Iran steers us into storm after storm. We are passengers, powerless to change course. The human cost is measured in footsteps, hundreds of thousands fleeing their lives. Israeli evacuation orders emptied Beirut's southern suburbs and border villages. Generations packed what they could, leaving homes behind in hours. Fields and olive groves now stand empty. Over 500,000 people displaced in days. Families cram into overcrowded apartments or makeshift shelters, struggling for survival. Teachers, farmers, children, the elderly, none are spared. The immediate struggle: where to sleep, how to eat. Beneath it all, a deeper anxiety refugees in their own country lives on hold. The fabric of society tears one family at a time. Roads are full of people searching for safety. But in Lebanon, true safety is nowhere to be found. This war struck a country already broken by economic collapse. Lebanon's banking system is frozen, life savings vanished. The lira is worthless, poverty rampant, the middle class erased. Families now depend on charity to eat. Electricity is scarce, streets dark, and the scars of the Beirut port explosion remain. The 2024 war left the south in ruins, bridges, roads, power stations destroyed. The state has no funds to rebuild. Aid is slow and tangled in politics. Each new bomb deepens our debt and pushes more into destitution. The economy is both casualty and weapon, keeping Lebanon weak and dependent. People are consumed by daily survival, unable to demand change. The weight of ruin is crushing, making hope for the future fade. We are trapped in crisis, with no end in sight. Recovery feels more distant with every strike. The Lebanese government is a helpless spectator. It condemns Hezbollah's actions, insists war and peace are state decisions, but has no power to enforce them. The government can't stop rockets or prevent retaliation. Its role is reduced to damage control and emergency aid. Agencies try to shelter the displaced, but resources are exhausted. The state is bankrupt, a shadow of what it should be. Calls for change grow louder. People demand the army be the sole military force. But disarming Hezbollah risks civil war, a paralyzing fear. The government is trapped between duty and disaster. The choice: endless external wars or the threat of internal conflict. So paralysis reigns. The people remain unprotected, caught in the crossfire. Hezbollah's power once rested on deep support within Lebanon's Shia community. But now cracks are appearing. The very communities that once supported Hezbollah are paying the highest price. Anger grows in bombed neighborhoods. Resentment replaces loyalty. People question why their lives are sacrificed for Iran's cause. Public criticism, once whispered, is now open. The group's claim to defend Lebanon rings hollow as its own people suffer most. Images of fleeing families and destroyed homes are not victories, they are failures. Hezbollah's legitimacy erodes as exhaustion and dissent grow. The real threat is not military defeat, but loss of support from within. A quiet rebellion is taking root, born of suffering. As I watch smoke rise in March 2026, I ask, what do Lebanese people truly want? The answer is simple: normal life. We want to send children to school without fear, work and save, live with electricity and plan for the future. We want a government that serves its people, an army that protects its borders. These are not radical demands, just the basics of peace. But our land is caught in larger forces and internal divisions. A heavily armed group loyal to another nation makes true sovereignty impossible. Peace requires unity and a single authority, something we lack. Yet hope persists in the resilience of families and the growing chorus demanding change. The path to peace is long and hard. It requires confronting our contradictions and choosing Lebanon first. Perhaps suffering will finally unite us in demanding a state of our own, and a peace that lasts.